Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Community Catalyst. I am your host, Lynn Boyer, Executive Director of Community Impact here at the YMCA of Greater Nashua. And today, my guest is Laura Rice, and she is from the Children's Literacy Foundation, a partner of the Y for many, many years. We were chatting a minute ago. My older teen children all went through the Merrimack Early Education Center, and I remember them getting their books. So it's definitely been a long time that we've been valuable partners, which is great. So welcome, Laura. If you can just share a few things about CLiF, where you're located, who you serve, and what the organization does.
Sure, thank you. And thank you so much for having me on here today. Really appreciate it. So CLIF's mission is to provide literacy resources and experiences to kids throughout New Hampshire and Vermont who may not have opportunity to do so, to access those resources and experiences. And we do so in a whole variety of ways. Working with our community partners, we provide author, illustrator, graphic novelists, poets, storytellers to our partner organizations and to the children so they get to experience live authors and illustrators and hear about their craft. We provide free books, so many different diverse titles that children are able to pick out for themselves and take home and keep. We provide books to our community partners that they can keep at their organizations so that the children who are attending can visit them over and over again. We provide funding for all sorts of literacy projects and experiences that our partners may want to provide to the children that they serve. And we do all of these different programming components through our partnerships. And we're so pleased and proud to work with so many different organizations throughout the two states. We work with schools and libraries and after-school programs and preschools and YMCAs and Boys and Girls Clubs and so many different wonderful organizations that do such great things for children throughout the two states. And we work in partnership with those organizations to provide these literacy experiences.
That's
CLiF
great.
is, I think, 27 years old now. We've been doing this work for a long, long time. We're 100% community supported, no public sector dollars. So very, very grateful for our many generous supporters throughout those 2+ decades, because we really couldn't do our work without all of those folks.
Yeah, that's really great to hear. And reading is just so important, right, for kids, especially nowadays with all the different screen and digital options that they have. So that's wonderful that you support that and that it's free to them and that they're able to get that through their childcare or community resource.
Absolutely. And, CLiF really focuses on the enjoyment and helping children really learn to love reading and writing. There's so much attention right now on how to teach children to read, and that's an important topic. What CLiF really focuses on is ensuring that kids get excited about reading and writing, because we all know that if you enjoy doing something, then you're going to do more of it. And if you do more of it, you get better at it. And if you get better at it, you'll do more of it and enjoy it. So that's true for anything. And certainly reading and writing is no different. And that's what CLiF really focuses on, is how to get kids excited about books and reading.
Yeah, that's really great. So as far as our partnership, so I know you, like you said, you've had you at the Y several times, I believe, in our early education center. Can you just talk about that a little bit, as well as our Power Scholars Academy too, I believe. So just as far as the storytellers that you've sent, which are amazing, and as well as the free books that you provided.
Right. Yes, we've loved our relationship with the Y and very grateful to have had it for so many years. And as you described, we've worked with the early education program to really work with the littles and get books in the hands of those kiddos. We also, typically with our early education programs, we will do a workshop or seminar for caregivers. So caregivers really have some tips on how to read to your child, how to engage with them, how to use different voices, how to read a book if you don't particularly feel strong in your own literacy skills. And so we provide those seminars. We provide free books to those kiddos. and as well as you said, the author and storyteller presentations, which are always a huge hit. And the book giveaways are incredible, particularly for the older kids. I know through the Scholars Academy, it's called, what is it? The Power Academy.
Power Scholars Academy. Yeah.
Love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And, every time CLiF comes into a program, we bring literally hundreds and hundreds of books with all different titles so that the children can choose their own book, because we know that kids are much more likely to read and enjoy what they're reading if they choose their own book. And so we make sure we have lots and lots of different options, graphic novels and nonfiction and chapter books and series, so that the kids can choose their own.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really great. It's such a huge impact on those kids. Years ago, I ran camp. And so we had one of your storytellers come, which is just always, it's just such a treat. And then afterward, we had all the books on the tables. And I remember one camper I think he thought that the books were for sale. And so we told him that he get to pick out two books. And oh, he was just absolutely thrilled. Couldn't believe that he was able to pick out two books through that program in the Y. So that was really special. So
That's so
that's
great.
great. Yeah. So what's something exciting that CLiF has coming up?
Yeah, well, we're a small organization, but very mighty, and we have lots of things going on all the time. I'm really particularly excited about our attention to growing our family literacy events. We hear a lot from the organizations we partner with about how valuable a family event is, either an evening event where we will provide dinner and dessert for the entire family, bring in an author, illustrator, or storyteller to share with the whole family. We've done some wonderful literacy events with our poets who get the whole family working on different poems together, and really connecting with one another over that. And then everyone in the family can choose a book and take it home. So we're trying to really sort of lean into being able to do more and more of those events with our different partners. CLiF offers 7 different grant programs, and we're looking to expand some of those programs to be able to do more family literacy events. And we're
Yeah.
excited about that.
That's wonderful because we know children learn by watching us too, right? So if you're supporting the parents or guardians reading and getting them interested and them making a habit, then of course the children will too, right? So that's
Exactly.
great.
Exactly. And they're
Yeah.
just super fun. And we love to bring a meal in, whether it's a breakfast event or a dinner event, and everyone gets to share a meal. That always also feels really special.
Yeah, that's great. So before the call, we were chatting and you shared that you've been with CLiF for just about 2 years. So
Mhm.
what's one of your proudest accomplishments in that time?
Well, I guess, I like we work so much as a team at CLiF. So I really think more of what have we accomplished as a team. And I would say, and this isn't true just for the last 2 years, but really going way back, is I think one of CLiF's greatest accomplishments is how we work in partnership with the community organizations. We work very hard to customize our programming to meet the needs specifically of the partner we're working with. So, for example, if we're working with a partner who, has a decent number of Spanish-speaking children in their program, then we'll special order books so that we make sure we have Spanish books at the book giveaway. Or, if a school is, focusing on, a marine animals unit, then we'll curate the books so that there's a bunch of books about marine animals. And so I'm just really proud of CLiF and our team and the way we partner with organizations so that organizations feel like they are getting exactly what they need from CLiF and not just sort of one size fits all.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I can totally attest to that in my time with camp that people from CLiF reach out pretty early asking how many children we have in the program, their ages, but anything we have going on as well as non-English speakers too. So
Mhm.
that's really great to hear.
Mhm.
So our last question just is if you could leave our audience knowing one thing about CLiF, just one thing. There's so many things, but if you could share just one thing, what would it be?
Oh, there is so many things I would like to say, but one of the things that CLiF is actually based in Waterbury, Vermont. Our founder moved up to Waterbury many, many years ago, and so that's where our office is. But we provide programming absolutely throughout New Hampshire, from the southern border all the way up to Coast County. And I just always want to remind and encourage folks in New Hampshire that yes, we are 100% available to all of the organizations and programs. And we do work throughout the state, but sometimes I worry that folks see we have a Vermont address and they think we're a Vermont-based organization. So I just want to always remind everyone in New Hampshire who that is looking for some literacy resources, don't hesitate to reach out to CLiF.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good point to make. Great. Well, thank you so much, Laura. And thank you to CLiF for everything that they've been doing with us. We're looking forward to having you again at camp and at Power Scholars this summer. I can't wait. And thank you for joining us today at Community Catalyst. And
Great.
to our audience, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.